up, y'all? We're back, baby.
We're back again. You can't get rid of us at this point. We're just in it.
We've crossed the 5-episode threshold, so you're stuck with us.
You're stuck with us forever. Yeah. Any updates on your pirate lifestyle?
From the last episode, not really. Just riding, just enjoy. Oh, we did watch more of the Pirates, and haven't seen At World's End for literally years, and it's sick.
It's really good. But you were annoyed with Johnny Depp and the crab scene, which I honestly think we're all kind of annoyed with that. It's like, let's just move along quickly.
When he's in Davy Jones' locker, it's like, relax. I know Johnny Depp was thriving at that part, so because he can be like zany.
We've been practicing his run in the house. I think we have it down pretty well. Yeah.
We got it.
Also, it wasn't Selma Hayek. It was...
Yeah. We did say Selma Hayek. It's Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Cruz. Just to...
Who's great.
Fact check. Yeah.
And who's the main bad guy in that? Oh, it's still... it's Beckett. It's Lord Beckett.
But there's also...
Well, Davy Jones. Remember, it's like a bunch of them.
Yeah. It's a good one, though.
And then Javier Bardem... He's in the next one as like a ghost pirate. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like broken
ghosts.
into like different pieces. I don't really know what he is. I've only seen that one once.
There's like so many ghost pirates.
There's also towards the end, there's like huge gaps. Like between the third one and the fourth one, there's a few years. And then between the fourth one and the fifth one, there's like 6
Decades,
years or something. It's like so long. But yeah, they still slap.
And speaking of pirates, I like the Pirate Punch so much.
He's back at it.
I'm back at it, baby. Yeah. So good.
We will have it up on our social media ASAP. Actually, by the time this video comes out.
Yeah, so
check it out.
Check it out. It's already up. We're in the future.
We're time traveling. So today we're going to talk about pets.
Pets. Wait, no. Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pets.
We have 2 of them in the room with us, which usually we don't let them in here, but because this is about them,
we had to do it.
We let them in.
We have Sprouty and Kiwi in here, the 2 dogs. We wanted Pip to... Rue's doing her own thing. She's lounging. But we wanted Pip, the cat, to be in here. But she immediately started messing with all the wires.
Yeah,
and I was like, we can't do this. I'm sorry. Yeah. So sorry, Pip.
So to go through it again, if you didn't watch our first episode.
I think it was our first episode, yeah.
We have Kangaroo the rabbit, who is 6.
Kangaroo the rabbit.
We have Sprout the dog, who is 4. We have Kiwi the dog, who is 2. And then we have Pipsy River, the cat, who is 0.
0.
She's a few months old. She's very sweet.
She's so cute. And she is a dog cat.
She's the best.
I said it once. I'll say it again. I was just talking to Elyse about this. You know, if you want to get a cat right away, that's great. I'm sure it'll be great. But if you want to guarantee that your cat is going to have like dog, like more social qualities, get the dog first and then socialize your cat with the dog. You know, I don't know. It's probably not, it doesn't happen every time, but it sure worked with us because she is a fun little Grinch.
You should get the small animal first. We actually did it perfectly if you're looking to have a farm.
We're the best people in the world.
So we got the rabbits first, which we'll talk about Bean later, but we started with Beanie. The rabbit. Then we moved to Rue. Then we got Sprout. So when Sprouty was young, she grew up with rabbits. So she was way chiller about them. Then when we got Kiwi, same deal. Like she was with rabbits. And then we got Pip. So then Pip looked up to the dogs and now she like runs around and plays with them and jumps and she's like so fun. We always talk about how she's just such a joy. But like
I've said it a million times.
He didn't realize he kept saying it. And I was like, let me guess, she's a joy. And he was like, why? And I'm like, because you always call her a joy.
I'll be like, Pip.
But she is. She's a joy.
Yeah, I'll get in my feels and be like, Pip is just such a joy. And Elise will be like, you always say that.
She is though.
Yeah,
and they'll like fun. Sleep in bed with us.
She still has cat times though, where she's like, don't touch me. And it's like,
She won't really cuddle with you.
She'll rarely cuddle. Yeah,
she'll try to cuddle with Sprout, and Sprout will get up and move.
She does it on her own terms.
Sprout doesn't cuddle.
All cat owners know what that's all about.
Yeah.
It's like with cats, they're like, I'll tell you when this is happening.
Totally.
Which is, it's cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, pets is the topic. Which
we were talking about dogs. So Sprout they both get anxious a lot. And so does my dad's dog. So does my sister's dog. Like all these dogs are just anxious. I know that a lot of people get prescribed like Prozac for their dogs. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how it's funny that dogs all pretty much come from wolves way long ago, obviously. Sure. Actually, 20,000 years ago.
Oh, you happen to know exactly.
20,000 years ago were when the wolves that the dogs descended from, they are now extinct. But dogs were the first domesticated animal.
Do you know where they became domesticated?
Pangea.
So, yeah, it didn't say.
I mean, yeah. Like, wasn't it all just one in 20,000 years ago?
I don't know. Whatever. But so like there wasn't like a specific area? Because I thought cats got domesticated in like Egypt. Isn't that like a thing?
Yeah,
I don't know.
But their skulls, teeth, and paws have all shrunk. And that's how they evolved from wolves to dogs.
That's why they're such pussies now.
It is funny that like wolves like still like run the forest and the jungle, or not jungles, the forest.
Are there jungle wolves? There might in like India. In Jungle Book, there's wolves, so maybe there are jungle wolves.
Jungle wolves, all the wolves.
Hashtag jungle wolves.
Like crush it, and then our dogs, we leave them for like a second to go get something out of the car, and they're like screaming and like jumping on us when we come back in.
Which is so cute, but it's so funny. I literally last night went out to listen to a song in my car to like check the mix.
Plug it.
Oh yeah, new song coming out called Always next Friday. Or I guess when this comes out this Friday. Hello.
Future.
The 9th. Yeah, whatever. So I was playing that in my car. The song was 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and I came back in, and I might as well have been gone for 10 years, which was so cute, but it's like, relax, guys.
Yeah.
They're losing it.
You'll never have a living being care so much about you as a dog.
Exactly.
It's just so true.
Kiwi, the younger one, we've tried to work on it, and maybe it's just a permanent thing. She pees when she's happy, excited. Mm-hmm. And it's like...
Or if she's in trouble.
It's one or the other. Well, that's
an emotional peer.
That is like the inherent contradiction of this quality. So if she's happy to see you and she starts emptying out, you can't be like, oh, no, Kiwi, no. Because then she gets anxious and then she pees more. Mm-hmm. So you need to like diffuse... it's like... having animals just like kids, it's like the ultimate test on like your patience and how you handle a situation,
Yeah.
So it's been good for me because I can get like worked up, and it's been good. You're just like, it's okay, because the calmer you are, the less urine shoots out.
And you can't touch her, really. We tell people like, wash your feet and don't touch her because it gets worse.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Dodge. Yeah. Get your feet out of the way because the waterworks are coming, baby. Mm-hmm.
And then Pip will meow a lot. Like she meows all the time. Especially when we're about to feed her. We'll probably put that on social media too, because it's actually really cute. But she like reaches all the time with her paws to grab for you. And she has this little perch that she runs up onto, and we'll even just like when we're preparing her food, she's just like screaming at us.
She screeches.
And what we found out is that cats meowing started for cats to match the human baby's frequency to get attention from humans. Did that make sense how I said it?
Yeah. Okay. It's like, because we were talking with a friend where it's like you don't necessarily hear cats meowing in the wild. So it's like it's an evolutionary thing that it's like a way to like exactly emulate babies in the similar frequency. Because they say like a baby's cry is like the perfect frequency for like a mother to hear. Or what, isn't that the thing? Whatever it is. And apparently, cats started doing that as a way to like get what they need, which is insane.
They're manipulators. Master manipulators.
They're master manipulators.
So apparently mama cats teach the babies to do that, but feral cats that haven't been around humans for a while lose the way to meow.
So they'll just be like, meow, but they don't meow.
They'll hiss.
They'll like screech and hiss, but they don't meow.
And screech, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's so interesting. When you were talking about that, with Jake?
Yeah.
With our friend Jake, and I like wasn't even in the conversation, and I like slithered in because I was like, what is this conversation? And
Yeah.
it blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Evolution, baby.
I know.
Mermaids.
It's all connected.
Watch our last episode. Mermaids, baby. Great fact, babe. What else we got here?
Well,
Facts on facts.
Pip's new, obviously. We got her in July.
Pip is
Again,
the
our
newest
cat.
addition, yeah.
And at first so basically, I think we've talked about this, but my friend had a homeless cat show up to her house with a pregnant belly, and they took her in. She had 5 cats. We took one of them, and that happened to be Pipsy. And you've never grown up with cats or anything. So
Never.
This was your first. I was like, we should have a cat. And he was like, obviously always on the fence before me. I'm always like, let's do this.
It wasn't even because it's a cat. It was more so like, oh, another animal.
Right, we have
We
a
always
lot.
went back and forth.
Mhm.
We were supposed to get a cat. Well, we had Beanie. Rest in peace. Actually, yeah. That's a picture of Bean.
There she is. She's very cute.
Lima Bean is a bunny, and she passed away. So we had Bean, and then we were talking about getting a cat. But then one thing led to another. This is a story for another time. We got Rue, another bunny, and it's like, well, now we have another pet, so let's sweep that under the rug.
He even bought me the book, like how to take care of cats.
Yeah, we
for
were
my
like
birthday.
100% gonna get a cat, and then Rue came into our lives, and it was meant to be because she's amazing and we love her. But yeah, I've never had. What were we talking about? We were talking
You've
about
never had a cat.
never had.
We got
I've always
Pip.
liked cats. Like I've liked friends who have cats. I like cats, but I've never ever had a cat, and it's kind of interesting how just like different they are compared to dogs.
Yeah.
You have a tendency to like expect, you get so used to a type of animal that you expect any animal to behave that way. And it was the same thing because I've grown up with dogs. It's like you expect the bunnies to have the same qualities. And a lot of times
They
it's
like to listen to you and give a shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
listen to you and give a shit, and how they express emotions. Like for instance, I was going to mention this later, but I'll say it right now. When bunnies are content, they don't purr, they don't wag their tails, they grind their teeth, which is
They, like,
really
chomp.
cute. Yeah, they crunch or they chomp, and it's really cute. And like, we figured that out eventually, but at first we're like, what's this all about,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really cute.
Well, and didn't you find out that they call that purring?
They call it purring. I was just looking it up.
Which is cute.
Yeah, they call it purring. And also, baby bunnies are called kittens, which is so cute.
I love that.
I
That's
never
great.
knew that. That's a huge
So are-
fact.
Kits, like goats?
No, kits are foxes.
Fox.
Goats are kids.
Kids.
Kid.
That was close.
Which is cute.
That's cute.
A kid is a goat.
Good luck learning the American language or the
Yeah,
English
right.
language because
Yikes.
it's tough. I grew up with 2 cats, and one
Great
was
cats.
very much a cat and the other one was like a dog. So I'm really glad that Pip turned out to be more social and
I met
loving.
the more social one.
Yeah.
Mia.
Mhm.
And I never met Cece.
No. R.I.P. Yeah. But cats are fun. And I know that some people are like, definitely not cat people. But you're going to meet Pipsy and you're going to love her, honestly. Like, there are definitely, obviously, cats that you'll love, and there are dogs that you'll love if you don't like dogs. And I know some people have been like bit by animals, so they don't like them, but get over it. Go to therapy and get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we were talking about weird pet ownerships,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of that. Isn't there a comedian that talks about how there was like an ostrich or like a peacock on his flight?
Oh, yeah. Sebastian Maniscalco talks
Yeah.
about it, where it was like a service. Obviously, I think he's like, he might be
Exaggerating,
exaggerating, but he said it was like a service peacock or something.
Ugh.
Apparently, you looked it up, the biggest place for like exotic pet ownership is right here, baby, in the Sunshine State.
Obviously, it's
Yeah,
Florida.
obviously.
Literally, it was like a whole list of 10 or 20 exotic pets. And it was like, blah, 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 Miami, blah, 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 Florida, blah, blah, blah. Like, Clearwater, it's like, of course.
Well, there's like a python problem down of like non-indigenous pythons because of like pet owners. Because they're like,
free.
they want a snake, and then they're like, holy shit, this is an insane snake. So they just let them loose, and then they ruin the ecosystem because they just like dominate in like a swamp or whatever, because I think
crazy.
they're only like predators are like humans and alligators,
Yeah.
and otherwise they're just like slamming like frogs and birds and all that.
There was one of my students in the past had like a 20-foot, I want to say like 15-foot python in her backyard, and like no one would come and take it.
Oh, not as a pet. It like lived there.
Yeah, like showed up there.
What? You mean here?
Yeah.
Obviously.
No one would
Colorado.
come and like take care of it. And they finally found this guy who like showed up with like a cowboy hat on, and he was like the snake guy, like you would expect. And he took it out. And they were scared that it was pregnant.
He didn't kill it. He just like removed it.
I don't know.
You don't know. They probably just removed it. Oh, if it was like again, there's certain species.
Have frozen it.
It makes me sad because it's like, certain invasive species, it's like you're encouraged to kill them because it's for the greater good of the ecosystem. But it's sad because it's like not their fault.
Right.
It's humans' fault. So all of a sudden there's people hunting pythons in swamps because like it's going to balance out the ecosystem. But it's like, dude, it's not their fault. They're just like doing their thing. It's kind of a bummer, right?
Humans ruin everything.
Really? Seriously?
So we had Tiger King.
Yeah, we were going to
You watched that. I did not watch that.
I watched that. It's been a while, but like, oh my gosh. I mean, it swept the nation at the time. Was that during COVID?
Yeah, it was. I think that's why it got so big, was because everybody was just sitting at home.
It was like, well, it's an insane story, but also I think because it was COVID, it just like was the perfect storm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's about Joe Exotic. So I think Joe Exotic's still in jail. Why was he in jail? For the illegal like cats.
Didn't he try to kill Carol Baskin or something?
Oh,
I didn't watch this, by the way.
Oh yeah, well the whole thing
Chris
was
always
like,
has to update me on like.
Wait, was it an
shows.
attempted hit? I forget. Well, I know Carol Baskin's been put on blast because her husband disappeared, and everyone says she did it. Yeah. That was another thing.
Fed him to a lion.
Yeah, or whatever.
Or a tiger.
I mean, that's like the ultimate crime because they'll just like demolish a whole human body. So if you have a lion and you're trying to get rid of like a person, do it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But I don't remember too much about Joe Exotic. I do remember that he was like a serious entrepreneur. Remember you didn't watch it. He had like country albums, but he was the most insane person. He would record country like music videos and albums, but he wasn't a good singer, so he would have other people sing it and he would lip sync it, but like release it as his own.
Wow.
And he had like merch, and honestly, he was like a good businessman technically, but like insane. And also like, it's like cat people when you're like keeping all these massive exotic cats in like enclosures, and you're not really like, I get it when you have to like rehabilitate or this and that, but like it's whack. It's pretty much animal cruelty, obviously. So Joe Exotic. And then the chimp show is it Chimp Crazy? Did you look it up?
That was all you, baby.
Man, I guess I'm the family animal
that's like animal abuse, and I know that it's gonna go wrong. I like can't watch it because I feel like it just makes me so sad. And I know it's like the funny part is that these people are crazy, but like I can't do that. I can't watch.
I respect that, and I feel bad about it because I like really do love animals, and it's whack. But like it's more like it's almost like it's like a glimpse into like
Insanity?
Anthropology and psychology of like so it's like despite being advised by authorities and animal experts and XYZ and the infamous face ripper monkey who I think it was in Ohio. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. Like the Midwest, that it like when we were probably in like middle school. There was like the chimp who went crazy and ripped its owner's face off with its bare hands.
Oof.
They're like insanely strong. Despite all that, there's still people that like need to own these animals in like shitty conditions. Like this thing about Chimp Crazy was this woman who I forget her name. Oh, she called herself the Dolly Parton of chimps because she like would wear a ton of makeup and like all the fake tan and all that, and she had a very, very loose resemblance to Dolly Parton. Not at all, pretty much. And they'd like, she'd keep this. The irony, it's like you love your chimp so much, but you're always keeping your chimp in this like metal cage, and you can't like kind of be vulnerable to your chimp at all because they know how dangerous they are. So it's like, why do you have it? Or him. I think it was a him. And then they're giving them like fast food. You saw that. They're giving them like McDonald's every day. So they have bad, like minimal exercise and bad diets. And it's just like, ugh, Florida.
And then they had to like trick her to get him out, right?
Well, no, she tricked people. Well, tried to.
Said he was dead.
Yeah, she said he was dead. And she.
And that she like
she
burned
provided
him or
authority.
something.
She said they burned his body because he died of a sickness or something like that. Burned his body in like cremated him in like a campfire, not even like official cremation device. And they it's all coming back to me now. They consulted like a cremation expert and showed him, it was literally like, it looked like a bag of flour. And he said, there's no way a campfire would reach those temperatures to pretty much evaporate or whatever, disintegrate a body. There would be bone fragments. So it was like all bullshit. And of course you find out that she did fake it. And
the documentary people.
Yeah. The documentary people. Yes. Yeah. They exposed her. Yeah. I think it was like a whole thing
she
where
was mad at them.
Yeah. She trusted them. And then they kind of realized like, hey, this is messed up. And she's like committing felony. So I think they kind of had no choice but to expose her, and she was really.
And PETA came and took him away.
She was really. So you did watch it?
No, I saw like the very end. I think, or you told me about it.
Anyways, pets.
Yeah.
Some people take it too far, y'all.
Well, then I started going on this like little spiral of different pet owners. Again, all pretty much in Florida. There's Rambo the alligator.
These are real pets that exist.
Rambo the alligator.
Continue.
Who is dressed by his owner.
No.
He's dressed up.
Like a
and
tutu?
Goes like on motorcycle rides.
Did you see pictures?
Of him on the motorcycle. It wasn't like moving.
Like sitting up on his owner's like shoulders?
Like laying. I don't know how they fit also. But he apparently, allegedly has been trained to keep his mouth shut when he's around people. She trained him that.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, does he drive? Like, does he ride the
I don't think he drives it. No, he
it's
goes
just
on
for
rides.
pictures. Oh. So does he go in the front? Maybe I need to know how they do it.
We'll have to look it up.
I got to look at the mechanics of how Rambo rides a motorcycle.
Then we have Jake the hyena, whose owner was bored of all of his regular pets, so he got a hyena. Lived in Miami, and in an apartment with a hyena.
That's horrible.
Ended up realizing it wasn't a good idea and brought the hyena to like a rehab spot. So now he lives in like a thing, and then he'll go and visit Jake, who's a girl also. Jake the girl.
Jake for, okay, that's kind of cute. Jake for a girl. I guess kudos to like at least, because I feel like a lot of these people can't like admit that they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they have to just like stand by it. So I guess kudos to that person for being like, oh my God, this was so dumb.
Yeah.
Dude, a hyena in an apartment?
So
That's
stupid.
Insanity.
Then we have Kirstie Alley.
Oh my God. Look who's talking. Yeah, R.I.P.
It Takes Two.
It Takes two.
That's the big one.
She was great in that.
She's so good in that. She had 14 lemurs.
It's like, dude, too many.
14. She was living in LA, loved the lemurs. I think she went on a trip to like, are they from Africa? Yeah, right?
Yeah, Africa. I think Madagascar.
I think you're right. Yeah.
The movie.
So I think she went to Madagascar, saw lemurs, loved them, got them here, got 14 of them. Wouldn't recommend it, apparently. She was like, they're great pets, wouldn't recommend, which is like, okay.
Okay, so
sorry,
they're not
you
great
regretting
pets.
it. Yeah.
So they're not great pets.
She bought all of this land in Clearwater because she was a Scientologist. And Clearwater, Florida is like one of the big hubs.
Oh, it's like
And she was building basically a big barn for all of her lemurs, but then she died. Could you imagine being her child and she dies of cancer, and then you're like,
she died of cancer?
Colon cancer. which apparently she didn't know about for very long. But literally now they have to deal with not only all of her stuff, but 14 lemurs. What do you do with those?
It reminds me of that Bridesmaids thing where it's like, might have got too many. Where she has, 10 puppies?
10 puppies, yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Elyse. First of all, lemurs in general, same thing. Exotic pet, controversial thing to adopt, period. But, okay, you get 2 so they can be friends. Maybe 3. 14? She's literally
Unless
a lemur
keep,
addict.
Having babies or something.
Was she breeding
maybe?
them? A lemur breeder?
I mean, she wasn't selling them, I don't think, because she didn't need to. It takes 2.
It takes 2. Yeah, I mean,
she's rolling in the dough.
Yeah, I mean, the syndication of It Takes 2. She was probably a billionaire.
I mean,
at least
she was giving it all to Scientology, though.
Right? They sucked her dry.
Tell her
they
secrets.
gave her colon cancer.
All right, then we have Pumpkin the raccoon in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Who was a rehabbed baby.
That's more understandable.
And then they've just kept Pumpkin. And now Pumpkin has 1 million followers on Instagram if you want to be one of those.
Well, isn't it the whole thing that if you rehab them, sometimes they
They latch.
Well, they latch and they don't have the survival skills.
Right, yeah.
That's an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be killed. So I could see that. You see that with squirrels and shit. It's kind of cute.
I love squirrel pets.
Yeah. Pumpkin the raccoon.
And the last one that I got, there were many others, but is a capybara, 112-pound capybara.
Oh, that's like a big dog.
Yeah. In Texas, named Gary.
Oh man, I want to meet Gary the capybara.
All such good names: Rambo the alligator, Jake the hyena, Pumpkin the raccoon, and Gary the capybara.
At least there's that.
Yeah.
Gary the capybara.
And the parents swear it's just like having a cat or dog, and it's except it's 112-pound
rodent.
Literally rodent. If you don't know what a capybara is, they're Australian, right?
No, they're they're what's the word? Native. They're native to South America, the
South
Amazon.
America.
Yeah.
But they look like big guinea pigs, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of
a pig guinea
muskrat, guinea pig kind of deal. Yeah.
So that's wild. But yeah, comment below with any other crazy
crazy pets, please.
You've got.
What else we got here?
Well, now we're going to talk about Beanie. Lima Bean.
Little homage to Beanie. She was our first pet together.
Well, she was my first pet.
Right.
So I wanted to date Slex for a very long time exclusively. And he was a boy in his young 20s that just couldn't have it.
He was a stallion.
He was a free horse. So I asked him if he would date me and he said no, pretty much, give or take. So I bought myself a rabbit because I was like, I don't want the longevity of a cat or dog with a pet right now because I'm just a 22-year-old living in Colorado. Little did I know that rabbits are supposed to live between 10 and 12 years. So that was false.
You're in for the long haul.
I didn't look it up. I just assumed. And so I went to this woman's garage and with my friend Ian, shout out Ian, and picked up what I thought was a male lion's head rabbit, which are the really fluffy ones, as you can see from this picture. Kind of, she's all of her pictures just looks like a blob, kind of. Yeah, she has so much hair
because she's so furry.
And brought him home, named him Leonardo after the street I grew up on. Graham, middle name, because he had white hair like my grandma, and I called her Graham. And then I went to get him neutered, and I must not have the voice message, but I had it for so long where they were like, we just wanted to let you know that Leonardo is actually a female rabbit, not a male rabbit. So we're going to go forward. And so they still obviously spayed her, but then I got her back and she was now a daughter. So I renamed her Lima Bean over time. It went to Leo, then Lee, then Lima Bean.
Then Lima Bean.
Yeah. And real shortly after, a week later, Chris Slex said he would date me. So she was ours.
Yep.
And she was really mean in the beginning, would bite a lot. And then when we started to let her out of the cage and not lock her up in the cage, she became so sweet.
Yeah, she was super young. So she was just a scared baby. And yeah, it was like completely different when you gave her freedom and let her grow into her personality.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
She was so sweet.
And then she was insanely sweet.
She would love cuddling. Like she would literally jump up on the couch to cuddle. She would be like little Spoon and just wanted all the pets. We would give her haircuts because, as mentioned, she had like so much hair. So we would literally like flip her upside down and like trim around her and like trim her face.
You were like an expert at it by the end.
I never thought that would be something that I would get good at.
She's like so good at trimming bunnies.
And then we got Rue, and they became like quickly like best friends, like inseparable. Rue would always shove her head under Beanie.
Oh yeah, Rue was well at first when we first got Rue, Bean was like attacking her. It was super territorial, and we're like, oh no. But then, yeah, obviously they warm up to each other, and Rue was like obsessed with Bean. Rue would, like you said, shove her head under, and she would groom Bean and stuff. It was really cute.
Well, Bean would groom Rue more so because like Rue wouldn't return the favor half the time. It was just like,
oh really? I thought they do both
sometimes, but yeah, it was mostly Bean. And she was the bravest thing ever. Like she would always like run, like charge after like bigger animals and stuff. And like they make this like gruffing sound.
You go,
And
yeah.
she
brave.
had these little like gnarled feet.
Oh yeah, her
like,
nails were like
crossed.
gremlin nails.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
She taught Rue how to be like tough.
Yeah,
because Rue's like does not take shit. It's kind of funny.
Oh, not at all. I know, she's so brave.
In fact, we were so worried. To backtrack, when we got Pip, we were so worried that the dogs were going to be like a big issue. And believe it or not, Rue ended up being the biggest issue. Now they're good friends, but at first, remember, Rue was like so mean.
So mean. She would chase her everywhere, literally gruff, bited her.
Which I think is great. It's like good that Rue's confident enough to set boundaries, because the smallest animals have to set boundaries. Especially
when it's a cat that like technically could like attack a rabbit.
Oh yeah,
like, set that
you
boundary.
got to do it when they're babies. Yeah.
So Rue now is
she's the elder.
She's open territory.
Yeah.
Other than when we leave, we'll put her in the cage, but she's free to just free range around the house. She's litter box trained. We didn't even do that. It just happened. And she's ruined all of our baseboards.
Yep. And just for the record, so the only reason I rolled my eyes about that is because she's free range most of the time, but we decided at first, remember we were like, since she's ruining the baseboards because she chews them up, let's just keep her in her cage at night when we're all sleeping. That lasted for like maybe a month. She started figuring out that if she rattled the cage, we would let her out, because it's like
so loud.
It like rattles your brain. Just like in the dead of night, it would be like over and over and over. And we were finally like, oh my God. And we tried all different things. Remember, we tried like
wrapping towels,
putting
and blankets.
towels in it. And,
she figures it out.
She figures this out. And it's like, all right. Like, so now she's like Elyse said, she's only in the cage when we're gone.
Yeah. Because we can't hear the rattling.
Yeah, we can't hear the rattling. I'm sure the other animals are going nuts from it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so we both grew up with a lot of pets, and I think that's why we are the way that we are now.
Lots of pets.
I personally
Too many,
had probably because it was just our moms taking care of them. Shout out moms. We had a huge golden retriever, like 100-something pounds. We had another cute dog. Then we had 2 cats. We had 2 bunnies that my dad returned when we were in school. Then another bunny. We had 2 hamsters, a huge fish tank that was constantly
Do you remember how many fish were in it? Just like tons.
Not tons, but like 12 probably. And a shark that would literally jump out of it. He tried to kill himself like multiple times.
He's like, I can't take this.
And it ended up working out. He was small.
Oh, he died eventually? Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then
poor guy. It's like in Finding Nemo. Remember when they're trying to like jump out of the tank? Oh.
Multiple birds that would literally like fly in the kitchen and like land on your finger or on your head and like walk up and down your arm and stuff. It was very cool.
Would they ever poop on you?
They only pooped on one person ever.
Who?
Taryn.
Aw, poor
Shout out Taryn. I know. And then we had 2 hamsters. Did I call that out already?
I think you said.
And then a bunch of betta fish. Yeah,
The
we had
Hammies.
Peanut was Breeze,
Cute.
my sister's, and then Marble was mine. And mine was like the miniature ones, and he would bite you, and you would like try to fling him off, and he like would hold on. It was
A dwarf
crazy.
hamster?
Yeah, they're mean.
I had a dwarf hamster named Chester that did the same exact thing.
Maybe we had them at the same time.
Again, it's out of fear, you know? It's like,
Yeah, I know.
We
They're
probably
like,
had
don't
this.
grab me.
He started out so sweet, and then he got so defensive, and it was like, I was terrified to try to pick him up. Oh my gosh.
It's horrifying.
And
then of course I'll end with Shia, who was our most recent dog that I was in college at that point, but he needs a shout out. He just passed away recently.
Rest in peace, Shia. He was amazing.
Most handsome boy.
Sweet little guy.
What about your pets, Lex?
Yeah. Same thing. We had like when I was super young, we had a bunch of like a aquarium of a bunch of fish. I think we had a shark, same thing. And my mom like, you know, took care of it. I like vaguely remember we lived in Allentown in an apartment, and I remember like enjoying the tank and like seeing my mom just like working her ass off trying to keep it clean. We had a bunch of kind of like gerbils and hamsters growing up. I don't even remember all their names. I remember Chester, the dwarf hamster, who would bite a lot, who scared me. I had a turtle named Tardy that I ended up, one of my regrets in life is that I wasn't the best turtle owner. I'm just going to say it. I should have cleaned the cage more, and I ended up...
PETA's going to come after you.
I know, right? They're going to see this, and it's over for me. I ended up, me and my brother and my cousin, my sister was probably involved too. We let him go at the ponds at the bottom of our neighborhood. Come to find out, like, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, for the same reason as the pythons.
Yeah. Well, he was a red-eared slider, and I think they're native to, like, northeast U.S. I don't know. But regardless, we had this whole, it was kind of funny. We had this whole ceremony. We, like, lit a candle, and we let him out, and we, like, bid farewell to him and was like, best of luck. And yeah, he scurried right into the pond, and I was like, I hope Tardy, if you see this, bro, I hope you're doing well, man. I was a shitty owner. I'm sorry about that. We had green anoles, which were like the little lizards. Prickly, parsley, princess. Mine was prickly. My brother's was parsley, and my sister's was princess, obviously.
Yeah.
They were great. Hermit crabs. We had a dog named Samson. I think that was it.
That's it?
Yeah, right. I had 2 hermit crabs,
many.
and I loved Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Still do. One of my favorite movies, top 5. My first one was Ferris, and then my good friend, like family friends, were taking care of Ferris, and Ferris died in their care. You know, who knows if it probably was a coincidence. And they felt so bad, they got me another one, and they named it Ferris 2. And I was like, not that they got me another, but I was like, this is kid me. I was like, honestly, I probably would have chosen a different name.
Yeah.
So I had a second one named Ferris 2. But yeah, shout out Ferris and Ferris 2. Hermit crabs are cool. They bit me a few times. They'll pinch so hard. Ouch. They'll pinch you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that box either. They sell them at like Atlantic City on the boardwalk.
Yeah, they'll blast you.
They paint their shells which
apparently isn't good. There was like this like hermit crab expert that came in my feed, and apparently it can be like toxic. So you shouldn't support painted shell tortoises.
Doesn't that make all the sense ever?
I don't know. Isn't there non-toxic paint?
It looks abusive when you see a turtle or
It's got
shell.
like Peppa Pig on the shell.
So stupid. So we have some facts about pets.
Facts, of course.
Slex, do you want to pop off?
Yes, this one's so cute. Studies show that cats generally have a dominant paw, just like humans have dominant hands. And
Pips is her right one.
It's funny you say that. Rue. I can literally hear Rue chewing the wall.
On the baseboard.
Rue. It's funny you say that. So, yes, you can see when cats are batting things, that's their dominant hand. Studies show that females tend to be right-pawed and males tend to be left-pawed. I don't know like the details, but
I love that.
How cute. And it's like obviously that makes sense, but how cute is that?
That's so cute.
So that's not my fact.
Aw. Comment below on what hand your cat uses more.
Do you have a female that's right pawed? And if not, let's talk.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment below. Comment below regardless.
My fact is about dogs, so I like that we're doing cats and dogs. They have a unique nose print.
Cute.
Similar to our fingerprints.
I saw that one. I was going to say that one. I'm glad I
How
didn't.
How cute is that?
That's cute. Every dog snout is unique.
So I wanted this. I was going to get this for you for Christmas, but I want it. So keep this in your back pocket. And it was expensive. You can get your dog. They send you a kit and you take a print of your dog's nose and send it in. And they do a gold necklace imprint of your dog's. No, it's like just like
literally the snout.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But it's like small. It's like not like your whole dog's
It's
nose.
like a big ass nose. Cute.
It's just like the print of your dog's nose. And in Norway, I think it was, they often use dog snout prints over microchips to find the dog.
Interesting.
Isn't that
so
crazy?
they put they do it like a fingerprint?
Yeah.
But then
I only saw that sentence, so I don't know anything else.
That's cute, but it seems less efficient.
It does.
Because a microchip is just like, there it is because it's on the app, but now they have to like bring the dog in and like get their snout
Where
printed.
were you on Wednesday night?
with the lamp, get their snout printed.
Yeah.
That's cute though.
That's so cute.
Love that.
So we're going to play a game now that I'm really excited about. So we usually do How Well Do You Know Your Partner? But this week we're doing pet superlatives. So we're going to post most likely to, and we have to write which of our 4 pets we think would be that.
Oh my gosh.
Would win that award, that accolade.
So it's the same concept as how well do you know your partner? Because if we both guess the same pet, then we're on the same wavelength.
Then we win.
$1
million.
Pet superlatives. This is might be our most creative round of this.
We want this to go viral, so
tell your friends, have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So our first pet superlative. So again, we have Rue, we have Sprout, we have Kiwi, and we have Pipsy.
Yes.
Who is the most likely to run away?
Okay. This one's easy. I think.
3, 2, 1.
Pip.
Pipsy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Pip is a little like, she's a baby, she's a little panther, and she's always trying to just like see the world.
Well, she was born outside. Her mom is an outside cat, so she's got it in her blood.
And also, we let her go outside. We like show, so she really enjoys the backyard. So anytime she tries to like lunge outside.
But we put a little harness on her, and it literally tames her. When she doesn't have it on, she goes sprinting, and she's like tried to climb trees before and whatever. When she has that on, she's like, you could go up and catch her, you can pet her. Like, she's like so tame when you put that thing on. It's like a different cat.
It's funny though, because she like doesn't understand, like she could run. It's like a little big on her, but not that big. She like doesn't get that
dips her back.
Yeah,
and
she
walks like she has like a big backpack on or something. Yeah. It's crazy.
She slinks around like she's so inconvenienced by this thing, which I guess is good for us. So she's not running away. But it's so funny where it's like, you can move, dude. Okay. Next.
Most likely to stand up against a bully. I feel like this one's pretty easy too. 3, 2, 1. Rue.
Kilu. Oh. Why did you say Rue?
We were just talking about how Rue will like go after things that are bigger than her because she just wants to like stand in her power.
Obviously Rue is like a hard contender, but Kiwi's like a punk.
Kiwi is a
punk.
punk.
She'll just like.
Kiwi would be the bully. Rue would go up against the bully.
Kiwi's the bully.
Yeah.
You're right. Rue would stand up for what's right, and Kiwi's the one causing trouble.
Kiwi would be like at a bar, like drinking too many beers, and everyone's like, "Stop, Kiwi! You've like had too much," and she's just getting more and more like angry. Yeah. Okay.
Kiwi would be a big drinker. She's just like her dad.
Most likely to get pulled over and get away with it.
Oh my god! Wow, that's such a good one.
It's so cute to think of them too getting pulled over.
Like, how fast was that going, officer?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like maybe showing some leg.
Show some leg. Little cleavage.
Ooh. Hot.
That's weird to say. Wow. Okay. To get pulled over. Oh wait. Like most. Wait, can I specify here? Is it most likely to get pulled over and get away with it, or if they get pulled over?
If they get pulled over, then they'll get away with it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm gonna say like, okay, who's speeding? But no, you're saying if they get pulled over, most likely to get away.
When they get pulled over, because like, who hasn't gotten pulled over?
Right.
Yeah.
Given that the pets drive, yeah. In a world where
You've gotten pulled over, no?
Of course, several times.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm a speed demon.
Me too.
Okay.
This is a fun fact. One time I got 2 speeding tickets in like 3 days. I got one, felt terrible about myself, and then literally the next few days I was running late to a meeting for a new job.
Probably has something like you're already
and
in this
I was
bad mindset
literally,
because of the first one.
It's like you go underneath like a big bridge and then come back up, and they were waiting right after the bridge, so they were literally trying to just like get you, and they got me. And he didn't even come after me. He literally was standing there and just pointed at me and was like, "Come here." And I was like, okay, 3, 2, 1. Sprouty.
Yay.
Yeah, she's so sweet. She's the sweetest living thing.
She'd be so genuine, and she'd be like,
she'd cry a little.
She'd probably cry a little bit, and she would be like so genuinely remorseful and be like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it." She'd be like, "I was in a rush to like bail my sister out of jail," or
like,
something.
or like take care of my grandma.
Yeah.
She's so sweet, you guys.
Yeah,
Sprout's
I can't stress
it enough. All right, most likely to be famous.
Wow.
I know.
Most likely to be famous. Oh, I know who. Oh, I wrote it horribly. Okay.
Three, two, one. Kiwi and the worms.
And the worms.
So if you didn't watch our first episode, we talk about Kiwi and the worms.
In the first one?
It's in one of them. One of the first ones. Doesn't matter. And
whatever, doesn't matter. It's in one of the episodes.
We talk about how Kiwi is in a band because she used to have worms in her belly when we got her because she was a shelter dog.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to say that she was in a band with the worms as her backup singers and dancers.
Been an ongoing joke for a while now that she's in a band. And I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just thinking like her attitude, because I feel like
also that
she always wants to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
She also knows tricks. She can jump into your arms.
Yeah. Her trick is really good.
Imagine she's on the stage, she's playing with the worms, and since she can jump, like she jumps up and like
so high,
grabs something and does a backflip off it.
Incredible.
She'd be good.
All right. And then we have most likely to get in a fight with their siblings.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't have to erase anything, I guess.
You're kidding me.
Also Kiwi.
3, 2, 1. Kiwi.
She's such an instigator, you guys. She's the smallest pooch. She's like 30 pounds. Not the smallest pooch, but she's small for her.
She's small to medium. Breed. Yeah.
And we call her a Grinch because she just like literally goes up to like other dogs. Sprouty, who's so sweet. Her siblings just like always just like in their face if she wants to be. But then on the flip, she's so sweet that she pees because she's so excited to see you. It's crazy. She'll like kiss you and love you, and like she's little spoon to me every single night pretty much. Mm-hmm. Loves to cuddle. And then if she doesn't like your vibe as a dog, she'll just like show her teeth and like not attack, but like
she's territorial. Yeah.
We're gonna get her trained.
She's got that cattle dog in her where she's like fiercely loyal and protective of her like belongings and domain. Yeah.
Like she'll protect Rue from Pip, but then she'll protect Pip from Rue.
Yeah.
And it's like pick a side, dude.
She'll establish her ownership and then protect it with her life.
Yeah.
And it gets, it's like obviously not ideal, and we're working on it. We're trying not to be negligent owners over here.
Yeah. Okay, the last one.
Last one.
The most likely to say a swear word. And what swear word?
This is a hard one. I have multiple candidates for multiple reasons. Okay. Yeah, I think I know mine. You should always show. Can you be more protective of your board? Okay.
Did you write the swear word too?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Rue.
Pipsy. Fuck.
In what context?
Because she's a cat, and if she's just like the older she gets, she'll just be like fuck you.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah. I said Rue because she's the oldest, and she would be like, "You asshat."
Yeah.
I could see her saying that.
And I could see when she like gruffs at people. I was thinking it was between Kiwi, but then Kiwi's almost too afraid of the repercussions of mom and dad.
Yeah.
Rue's like, she's been here, done that.
She's
or been there,
traveled
done that.
the world, literally.
So I could see her calling people asshats, but I could see Pipsy because she doesn't care. And when she learns the F word and she knows mom and dad will be mad, but she does not care. So she's going to say it. And she'll say it to us.
She doesn't give a what.
Yeah.
Nice. So those are our pet accolades. Thank you for coming along the journey with us. Our final thing, fact or fiction.
Okay.
Slex has the fact or fiction, and I have to guess if it's fact or fiction.
That's it.
That's how we play it.
Question. That's how you play it. All right. Yeah, we're good on time, y'all. Okay. Fact or fiction. Green anoles. That lizard.
Lizard.
Yeah. That it's a green anole. I'll put the picture here. It's the common lizard that you see at a lot of pet stores. Green anoles originated from tropical regions of Southeast Asia.
False. Fiction.
You're right. Why?
Because you like pause at Southeast.
No, I didn't.
Is it Southwest? Is it Northwest Asia?
No, it's not that. It's not that minuscule. It's actually Southeast U.S.
Oh.
Well, it makes sense. The lizards we see around here, it's like...
Are they them?
Yeah, I think a lot of them, and I think that's when
Are you interested in capturing one and raising one?
Maybe befriending one. Yeah, I think a lot of the lizards, they're not necessarily... So the thing about anoles is that similar to... They're not exactly like chameleons because they can't adapt to all colors, but you can see them as a super bright green or like a brownish.
Oh, cool.
So when you see those brownish ones, they're usually green anoles. And actually, apparently... Oh, where's my little fact? Oh, here it is. The green anole originates from an oceanic dispersal event of an ancestral green anole from Cuba to southern United States. So way back during like dinosaur times, there was an oceanic event that they started in Cuba, but like moved up naturally to like the southern U.S. area. So it's not like humans brought them here. They are from the U.S.
I love it.
It's pretty interesting.
Nice fact. Got it right.
Green anoles. I thought I was so tricky on that one.
Sorry. I could read you like a book. Well, yeah, that's pets, y'all. We love them. They keep us alive and healthy.
And we want you comment, let us know about your pets because that's what we live for.
We really do. I do want to quick plug the song in the beginning of this podcast that you guys probably jam out to every time. Slex made it.
Hey, Key.
So definitely check it out.
Yeah, but I made it. So I look, Kiwi's coming up. Perfect timing. Key, come up. Key, come up. Good girl.
Here she is.
There's Kiwi.
Little Grinch.
Yeah, so I produced it and like started writing it, but Elyse did vocals on it. So it was a collab.
I literally don't sing. And he was like,
I wanted to be collaborative and I wanted female vocals on it, and Elyse did an awesome job. So the we don't know anything that you'll hear like literally now, probably.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I did like
Us.
lower backing vocals, but Elyse has the main vocals on it. So it was a collab. But yeah, that is an original song. The We Don't Know Anything theme song.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thank
See you guys. Thank you. We don't know anything. Check you later.
We don't.